Hey, it's me, Victoria, of course. It's the first time I write a video on my blog. Wanted to talk about relationships and sort of try to give advice to some and why it's so special and important. For me personally, when you get in a relationship, you want to know what is the purpose. What is your purpose to be in this relationship? Are you trying to move on forward? Are you just trying to be distracted? Are you just wanting to have fun? So these are some questions that you want to ask yourself when you get involved in a relationship. And for me, a relationship, the reason it's so important is because I never met my biological parents. I was raised by an aunt and her husband, which my stepmother and father, and it was difficult growing up. She suffered from depression and whatnot, and I just had a hard time. I had a very hard time trying to cope with it all, and I just always had a void within me. I always felt that I wasn't feeling as happy as I felt I should be feeling. And, I got kicked out when I was like 18 in a really messed up way. One of my aunt's daughter, who I was staying with for 3 years, she said I could go visit my brother in New Jersey, and so I went. And when I told her to pick me up from the airport, she just sends me a text message. She doesn't call me or anything. Sends me a text message and says, "Find another place to live. We don't want you here, yada yada." And I'm like, wow, I was very clueless because, once again, I felt like I was deceived. They said I could see my brother and sister, and which I'd met basically for the first time. I met my brother once in 2005, and I was young, and I don't recall the conversation and whatnot. And I met my sister for the first time, and they just it was just a lot of messed up things that happened when I grew up, but I never used it as an excuse to do wrong. I know a lot of people, they use their family situation or, whatever's going on as an excuse to failure. And that's what I say. You can use your past experiences as a motivation to success or as a excuse to failure. I always knew I wanted to be a counselor because I love listening to people's stories. I love giving advice. I love making people feel good. I like making people feel happy. That's the reason I've always been very devoted to inspire and to bring love to people's hearts. And so, a relationship to me was important. This is the reason I never dated anyone in high school. I didn't have my first boyfriend until I was 18 years old. Yeah, go figures. And reason being because in high school, everybody just seems so immature. And with everything going on in my life, my mind was different. I had a different mindset. I didn't feel like an 18-year-old. Legitimately, I felt like a 21-year-old or something. And in high school, I just these kids, whatever, and, I just wasn't feeling it. I didn't want to waste my time. I'd been hurt, I'd been lost, and if I were to be found, I want to be found by the right person. It's a weird analogy. And so I had my first boyfriend when I was 18. We only lasted 2 months because we actually met in that trip that I went to visit my brother and sister. So, we gotta be rational, but I actually thought that something was going to happen between us. And, well, it didn't. It only lasted 2 months, and he was a lot older. He was 27, 28, and I just turned 18. But it was nice to find someone who I could actually communicate and, you know, have a connection on a personal level. I like talking about success. I love talking about the future plans. I love, I like things that I can look forward to. And a lot of people my age, I'm 20. I'm only 20 years old. I won't be 21 till June. So, yes, I technically had my first boyfriend 2 years ago. And, yeah, I lost my virginity to my first boyfriend. Once again, because it was special to me. I wanted to do it the right way. I didn't want to just, guys would always say, oh, yeah, you can use it as practice. So when you have your first boyfriend, I'm like, no, dude, no. It doesn't work that way. And so I was a little heartbroken because I really liked the guy. He had 2 kids, I know. And that's another thing in the back of my head. I'm like, oh, he's got 2 kids. I'm like the second baby mama or whatever, but it's not that bad. But the reason why we broke up is because he had got involved with his best friend. And, supposedly she ended up getting pregnant. There was like this big drama. And I was like, you know what? I am too young for this, like very young. And I'm just like, I'm not ready for this. I like you, but I just don't think it's worth all the hassle. And you already have 2 kids. And if I get involved, I'm going to be the 3rd one. I mean, come on. That makes me look really bad. Not saying that there's anything wrong, but, it's not what I'm looking for. Everybody has different opinions. They have different, things as far as what they're looking for, but it wasn't what I was looking for. What I was looking for is someone who's got their shit together, someone who knows what they want in life, has a plan to get there, and is working to get it. Life is short. People don't realize this. Life is short. And I am a person who loves life. I love life in general. I think about life all the time. I think I'm so grateful for everything I have. I'm grateful for my eyes, my language, not my language, but the languages I'm able to speak. I speak Spanish and English. For my skin, for the fact that I'm an American, and the fact that, I can walk, I have a car, I have a home. So many things that I'm just so grateful for. I literally have a list on my desk at my job. And I'm very grateful for a lot of things. And life is short, and I want to make it worth the while. We're only visitors in this world, Nothing lasts forever. And I feel privileged to be alive because not everybody that has the opportunity to do so. And that's something that people need to understand. You're alive. You're pretty darn lucky because not everybody has the opportunity. They don't have the opportunity to. And they don't have there's some people that don't have the opportunity to hear, to see, to talk, and we have all these things, and we need to be thankful for them. We have to appreciate them and cherish them. And my ideal partner is someone who can see life the same way I see it. It would be nice, it's not always the way it happens to find someone who is exactly the same as you, but ideally I would like someone who has the same qualities, and just someone who cares and listens, and someone who will be there. I don't really like to rely on people, but if I'm gonna be in a relationship, I'm putting my heart on the line. I'm putting a lot of things on the line. Therefore, I'm relying on you to be there for me. And if you're not there for me, I think there are a lot of reasons that some relationships don't end up working out well. But just someone who's there, who listens, and someone who's Just trying to find the word. It starts with a C. Where is this word? The song is distracting me. This is like, it's someone who's, ay, la palabras. What is it? I got it. It's like on the tip of my tongue. It's like right there. Sorry, hold on. This looks really bad, I know. But what is the word? Well, in other words, I'm just going to describe it and it might come out. Someone who... I'm trying to still find the word. Oh, wow. There's someone who's just listens and knows... When someone sees that there's something wrong, they fix it without me having to tell it. You know, there's a word for it. Just someone who's... It's like somewhere along understandable, but... There's a specific word. Oh well. If it comes to me, it comes to me. If not, then I'm sorry. But the point is, that's the reason a relationship is so important to me, because I missed a lot of things as a child, and that's why I became who I am today. I am very straightforward. I am very honest. I am very mature. Of course, I'm a silly moment. Life is beautiful, and it's meant to live. It's not like some people that they're like all serious about everything. I'm like, chill out. I get life is serious, but come on, you live a little. Live a little. And that's where a relationship is so important to me, because I don't really have anyone. I just have myself and my teddy bears up there. It's all I got. Just me, my teddy bears, and my mom passed away when I was 7. I never met my dad. I was actually a week away from meeting my biological mom till we received a call that she had passed away. Because it was when I was 7 that I found out that my mom, my aunt, and uncle weren't really my parents, and so I asked to meet them, and she was like, okay, well, yeah, that's no problem. We can go ahead and meet them and this and that. And so we bought plane tickets to leave in 3 weeks. And by the 2nd week, we received a phone call saying that she had passed away. She was in New Jersey and I was in Dominican Republic at the time. And it's never happened. It's never happened. And it breaks my heart sometimes, because I hear stories all the time about, oh, you smile just like your mom, or you have the same taste in music like your mom, and you have her same lips, her same nose, and I'm just like, I'm never gonna know these things. I'm never gonna know how her hugs felt. I'm never gonna know how her smile was. I'm never gonna know all these things, and that's why I tell people, appreciate what you have, because I would give anything to know what my mom was like, and I know she loved me based on the things that people had been telling me. And they said that she named me Victoria because she claimed me to be Victory. I was on the blog that said my Victory. She said that I would be Victory, and my middle name is Crystal, meaning that I would be a strong crystal that wouldn't break. And I don't know, I just... and she ended up going to jail because when I was born, she developed a schizophrenia, and so the judge said that it wasn't safe for me to be with her. And so, because of that, I was placed with a cousin, or a niece of hers, and she didn't want me there because they used drugs, and she went and got me from their house, and because she broke the court order, she ended up going to jail. And, that's... I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, I've felt very alone all my life. Like, I've never had anything permanent. Everything that I've had in my life has sort of passed me by. I've never had anything permanent that stayed with me. Just something that, oh, hey, bye, hey, bye, hey, bye. And that's how my entire life went. And it sucks sometimes, I want to have someone in my life and know that they'll be there. And anytime someone gets close, I fear that I already know what's gonna happen, that something's gonna happen, and we're just gonna go our separate ways, just like it's been happening all my life. And that's why it's so important to me. It's just, if I get in a relationship, I know I want it to last, and I will do what I can, anything I can to make it last. But in the end, it takes two. But it's so important to me because, like I said, I've never really had anything, and I want something with me that I can share memories and make memories with. I mean, it's nice to do that and to be able to do that and look back and smile. You remember when we did this? You remember when we did that? And so, within time, if everything goes right, right now, I am dating someone, and so far things are great. We've been dating for like 3 months now. He's very handsome, I will say. Very intelligent. The only thing that worries me is he might be going to, there's a good chance he's going to be moving states. Personally, like, let's say we were to last the year, together, and things were really good between us. Like, honestly, wouldn't mind moving to another state because, it's just me. And in the end, if I'm in a relationship and I really like this person, really love this person, I'm going to be there to help him accomplish his dreams, If he has dreams, I'm going to help him get him there, You help each other out. But I don't know, we'll see, because, things tend to change, and I don't know if he has plans of when he moves, he's just going to leave or whatever. But, whatever it is, I gotta just sort of be prepared. It would really break my heart. Because I've never liked someone so much. And it was, such a short period of time, but I have a good feeling about it, and I say it all the time. I fear, like I said, that it might not work out, and he might end up leaving and stuff, and it's just it's one of the things that that it's certain things take long to find. And when you find them finally, it's you just don't want to let go, you just don't. And sometimes certain situations are out of your hand, and you're afraid, that it could happen. So, with all that being said, what is the purpose for your relationship? What is your goal? What are you trying to achieve? What do you want to make out of it? And whatever it is, share it with that special someone. Tell them, let them know. As a female, we want to hear these things. We want to know, what is it that you want to do? What is it that you want? How can I help you? And yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm working on some poems now as we speak. I have a lot of poems I have planned to write. So it was great speaking to you all. Don't forget to email me some stories. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but email me some stories of a love story that you might have had, whether it was successful or not. And if it goes well, then I will write a poem about it, and I'll let you know. I said, hey, I really liked your story. I was very touched by it, and I just want to let you know I'm gonna write a poem, and it'll be all yours. So I think that's pretty much it. My email should be on the website. I'm going to make more videos and things like that, just to connect you guys on a different level. And thank you for all the people who've been supporting me. share with everyone my poems. Hopefully it gets somewhere. I mean, I know my grammar isn't the best because, when you move to different countries and to a different country back and forth, like I struggled a lot in school. It was really hard, and I'm getting better. I'm getting better with my English and vocabulary and all that. So, share it out there, and if there's anybody famous or something or cool, they're like, hey, I write stories too, so I write short stories. I like writing inspirational things, and I like to motivate and make people happy. I mean, that is my goal. That is my purpose in life, and I love it. So good night to you all. Thank you for your time, and lots of love.